Oh my god.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Gobble, 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 everybody. That's what the crowd was chanting on this show. uh, so, this is the TNA Thanksgiving episode from 2007, November 25th, 2007.
Otherwise known
Also,
as
go ahead.
the Kurt Angle Family Christmas. Otherwise known as the first ever annual Turkey Bowl.
Yep. And if you're wondering what the Turkey Bowl is, basically, is a Vince Russo idea because everything is in this fucking company at this time. And basically, the idea is it's a tournament that consists of triple threat matches. And it was three triple threat matches, and the winners of those triple threats move on to a final triple threat match. And whoever wins that match gets a check for $25,000, and whoever gets pinned in that match has to put on the turkey suit, basically. So that's basically what this show was about, was the Turkey Bowl. And the other half of this show was Kurt Angle, his wife, and his daughter, and the TNA roster, specifically the most cursed fucking people on the roster, sitting at this fucking table, eating fucking Thanksgiving dinner together, and getting fucking drunk off their fucking ass, and having a fucking food fight. This is so bad, bro. Oh my god.
That's TNA in this time for you, man. Everybody loved it for some fucking reason. I, I don't even know.
So,
I don't even fucking know.
every single match on the show was a triple threat, by the way. There's 5 matches. Every match was a triple threat.
Well, they weren't called triple threats, they were called three-ways, Devon. Three-ways.
Yeah, and fucking Mike Tenay also called a one-on-one, he called it a two-way. And then he corrected himself and said one-on-one. And by the way, we had some cursed referees on this show too. But, so, it starts off with the Angle family Thanksgiving, and it's Kurt Angle, his wife, and his daughter, and then it's fucking Jeremy Borash, fucking Tomko, and AJ Styles, and they're sitting at the table together, and fucking Kurt Angle wants to say grace. So fucking they have this weird thing where they suggest that Jeremy Borash is trying to get with Kurt Angle's wife, and then they all like pray or whatever, and AJ Styles just starts eating the mac and cheese while they're fucking praying, and it's just
With
like,
his hands, no less, I should say that. With his
yes,
hands.
bro. Oh my god, dude. And then, oh, so then we see fucking Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, the outsiders, who they also referred to them as the new school for some reason. I don't know why. And basically, they fucking enter the arena, and which that doesn't make sense because they enter the arena, but they say that they're going to Kurt Angle's house for Thanksgiving, but they just got to the arena, but they don't even get to the Thanksgiving until fucking the goddamn last fucking 15 minutes of this fucking episode. And then, like, fucking right after that, like a minute later, they're fucking coming out in the fucking arena. So, there's. Oh my god. But then, But then they have to act like Kurt Angle has to make his way over there from his house. But Scott Hall and Kevin Nash they teleport there. But they took this entire fucking episode to show up to Kurt Angle's fucking house, bro.
Because they obviously had to walk there, Devon. And Kevin, you know Kevin's quads, Devon. You know his quads.
Well, then how did they get there so fast at the end, then?
Obviously transport.
And then they show up in the fucking event.
Samoa Joe might have just had one of his Samoan fucking buddies, like, give him a ride or something.
One of his Samoan buddies.
I don't know. He had a ton of Samoan fucking buddies on his goddamn Titantron, Devon. So, like...
So, after that, we get the intro of the show. And then we get this promo for Booker T that we see like 15 times through this fucking show, to where Austin started getting sick of seeing Booker T
because it's the same fucking promo. And they played it every time we went to commercial break, and they were just like, "Oh, what is Booker T here for? You know why he's here? Because he didn't fucking re-sign to WWE. You know why he's here? Because Vince didn't fucking re-sign him. That's why."
Bro, every time they went to commercial, it would just have this empty room with Booker T walking out of the shadows, and it'd just be like, one of wrestling's biggest legends has arrived, and he's a member of the TNA family. He's won world championships in every company he's been in. And you might be wondering, why is he in TNA? What is his goal? What's he gonna do? Find out next week on TNA Impact. When we see the thing is,
they built this up. They built this up so fucking hard. And you know what's so fucking funny about this? Booker T has admitted that he did not give a fuck about his time in TNA. He just didn't care. He didn't care the entire time. He just did it to do it. And he fucking didn't give a shit so much that he did Black Snow, dude. He didn't care about his fucking job. It was a comedy act to him, and they treated him like the second coming of fucking Christ, dude.
They were advertising him like they were showing people like fucking Christian Cage debuting and Kurt Angle debuting and fucking Scott Steiner and shit, and then they're just saying like they're trying to make Booker T look like a bigger star than all, like they're promoting him like he was fucking Dwayne Johnson about to come to fucking TNA. And this was right after his run of being fucking King Booker.
You know, here's the thing. Here's the worst part about it. Fucking the only real thing that Booker T brought to the table that was like even remotely fucking relevant from fucking TNA is that awful match with Sharmell and the one bitch from Endgame.
Oh, yeah,
and that's sad.
Raskis.
Yes, that's sad. That is the most notable thing from his career in TNA. Like, bro.
Bro. They showed this like so many times, and they would just be like, "Oh, one of the biggest stars in wrestling is here, Booker T. But why is he here in TNA? But why is he here in TNA? But why? But why? But why?" That's what they kept saying. They're like, "Oh, next week on Impact. Next week on Impact. Next week on Impact."
Like, I don't get it, dude. Like, why were they trying to...
Let me see what exactly Booker T did on the next week of Impact after this. I'm genuinely curious.
Please tell me. Please tell me. Because I swear to God, if he faced somebody like fucking Johnny Devine, I'm going to strangle somebody.
That would have been the 29th, I believe. TNA, November 29th. 2007. Let me put Booker T. Let's see what he did. Okay. That's what they were hyping up.
What?
So they did all this hyping up. They're saying, oh, why is Booker T here in TNA? Why this? Why that? Find out next week on Impact. Hyping all this up. He had a fucking match with fucking Robert Roode.
Dog.
He had a match with Robert Roode. Oh my god. Hold on. I gotta. Wait. Booker T versus Robert Roode. I want to see how long this match was. It's 3 minutes! It was 3 minutes!
They were building up. They were building that up. They were building that up.
For 3 minutes?
That's what you're telling me. 3 minutes. On some fucking Macho Man Spider-Man shit. I got you for 3 minutes.
Yes.
Motherfucker. Are you kidding me right now? Are you fucking kidding me right now? They built this up. The entire show for a 3-minute match. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
It was getting to the point where they were building this up so much. Austin was just like, he was like, bro, Booker T didn't do shit.
Because he didn't. He treated that like just a paycheck and to get money. It wasn't for fucking. It wasn't for the love of the game, dog. I'll tell you that.
You know, just for shits and giggles, I want to look up some of his TNA matches because I'm just genuinely curious how his career went. Okay, so his last WWE match was at SummerSlam 2007, and he lost to Triple H. Oh, sorry, he fucking lost to John Cena on Raw. Sorry, I didn't see that. Then, fucking... Oh my fucking god. So his first match was against Bobby Roode. Then his second match... oh, this wasn't even TNA. That was an indie event. His third match, Booker T and Kazarian defeat Christian Cage and Robert Roode. Oh, he faced Chris Harris. Oh my god. Bro. He faced Robert Roode like 15 times. Did he have a rivalry with Robert Roode? Hold on, I gotta count this. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. How many times did he face Robert Roode? This is from fucking November to like fucking goddamn only fucking like fucking May. He faced him like 20 times.
You know, the sad part is they didn't have like house shows then, so that was all on TV. And so you know,
Yes,
it was all on TV.
It says it on here. It says it. Oh my god. He lost to Samoa Joe so many times. Oh, the TNA Legends title, I see it.
I told you.
Okay. So let me keep going here. Oh my god.
I'm curious what his last match was in TNA.
I'm checking.
I know it had to be in 09. Had to have been. Because I know he wasn't there in 2010.
Looking here. So, his last TNA match was fucking October 18th, 2009. It was at fucking TNA Bound for Glory 2009. TNA World Tag Title / IWGP Tag Team Title. Full Metal Mayhem Double Ladder Fatal 4-Way match. That's a mouthful.
Oh my god.
Team 3D versus the British Invasion versus Beer Money versus Booker T and Scott Steiner. That was his last TNA match.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All that hype for him to be there for 2 years and do nothing, bro. Like, what was the point?
I don't even know, man.
Fucking Christ. Well,
Have we even talked about the first match?
No. Because we were talking about all the Booker T advertisements. Fucking, bro. Bro, these advertisements were so cursed too, because they were really trying to put him over as if it was like someone like The Rock or Stone Cold coming into TNA shit. And it wasn't. It was a flop. But Booker T is not the only one that didn't care, because eventually fucking Kevin Nash stopped giving a shit too. And a lot of people stopped giving a shit. Mostly because pretty much almost the whole roster hated fucking Vince Russo. So. But anyway. Then we get to the first Turkey Bowl match, which was Chris Sabin, and he took on Abyss and fucking, who else was it?
Devon.
Yeah, as Brother Devon and Abyss and Chris Sabin. So Chris Sabin comes out. He gets a good pop because people like the Motor City Machine Guns. Then Devon comes out. And before Abyss even comes out, they start fighting. And I'm thinking it's a one-on-one match. All of a sudden Abyss comes out. And then they're like, oh, this is a 3-way. And we're just like, what? And
yeah,
the match went like fucking 5 minutes. And it ended with Chris Sabin beating Devon with a roll-up pin.
But hang on, you're forgetting something.
I was about to get to it, but you can talk about it.
Yeah, so Abyss is like taking control, and then here comes Black Rain and everybody's favorite Relic. Did you know Relic was killer spelled backwards?
Mm-hmm.
So they start fighting, and by the way, did you know Relic was killer spelled backwards?
By the way they were doing this show, they could have convinced me that fucking Relic was Booker T spelled backwards. Like,
did you know Booker T was killer spelled backwards?
Fucking, I assumed Booker T just running TNA was just shit spelled backwards.
So they attack Abyss, and Abyss is just out of the match, and then fucking Chris Sabin gets the roll up. So, yeah. That was that.
Yeah, Chris Sabin is the first one to advance in the Turkey Bowl. And then this is, well, we find out later in the show, but the reason that they attacked him is because they're having a match at Turning Point, which is the pay-per-view in fucking this month. So, We'll get to that a little bit later. Then we fucking get another fucking Angle family Thanksgiving segment where fucking goddamn Robert Roode and I believe Mrs. Brooks show up,
Yes.
and it's just like, why? And Robert Roode shows up, and then is that when James Storm showed up too?
Yes, James Storm and Jacqueline.
Yeah, James Storm and fucking Jacqueline show up, and James Storm has like 2 or 3 6-packs full of fucking beer with him.
No, it's like 4 or 5 because James Storm has like 3 on him, and then fucking Jacqueline has 2. So
yeah, and then they're all in there, and then someone else knocks at the door, and fucking Chris Harris comes in. It's just like, why? And he fucking points at fucking Bobby Roode, and he's just like, oh, who the hell invited him? And they start getting in an argument, and Kurt Angle is just like, oh, this is Thanksgiving. This is a time to be thankful, not argue, and all this shit.
by the way, did you hear Chris Harris after Kurt Angle said that?
No, what did he say?
He said, "Oh, you know, I might as well. This is the only way I'm going to get TV time, anyways." I think it was a shoot. I think it was a shoot.
Oh my god. There's a couple things on this show that I thought was a shoot. But, so, after that, fucking, we get to the second Turkey Bowl match after another Booker T advertisement, of course. We get to the second Turkey Bowl triple threat, which, I mean, I wonder who was going to win this one. Because we have Samoa Joe taking on Johnny Devine and Kip James. And if you've seen our reviews before, you'll know exactly who Kip James is, because he's a member of the famous Voodoo Kin Mafia in TNA. So basically, it's Billy Gunn, if you couldn't tell. But
911 operator, what's your emergency? Help me very much!
That's their theme song, by the way. It's fucking Billy Gunn and Road Dogg with this random ass chick.
Yeah, Roxy Laveau.
Yeah. And then who the fuck is Johnny Devine?
X Division star.
Because the reason I asked is because when he fucking came out, they fucking show last week, right? They had this whole, apparently, had this whole fucking storyline where Team 3D fucking had a fucking hostage that they were fucking torturing, and then it turned out to be fucking Johnny Devine, but he was under some other name, and they had this whole fucking hostage and secret attacker storyline, and it turned out to just be Johnny Devine, and they're like, yeah, it's this whole storyline, and he's just Johnny Devine now, so that storyline's over. What?
So
what the fuck?
So I'm pretty sure his original name was Havoc, I believe, in TNA.
Oh god.
He was in the fucking, I forgot. Oh no,
What?
I forgot he was in Team Canada.
Oh, great.
Jesus
Christ.
He was in WWE, and he wrestled as J.P. Parsons, and he teamed with Ruthie Silverstein, and they lost to Road Warrior Animal and Heidenreich in a squash match.
Oh my god. Jesus fucking Christ.
Then he returned to TNA in 2006 a part of. Oh, I remember I knew we knew who this guy was. Fucking Johnny Devine was part of Paparazzi Productions.
Jesus fucking Christ.
With fucking Lance Archer. And then he fucking... Let's see... Yes, okay. Oh my god. This is where we're at here. So this is from 2007, 2008. He teamed up with Ray and Devon to destroy the X Division. But also, he won the X Division title during this time. So it makes no sense. He was released from TNA on October 13th, 2008. And he returned for a one-night-only TNA reunion special on August 2nd, 2013, and competed in a Battle Royal, which was won by Matt Morgan, of course. So
the DNA of TNA, baby.
Yeah, he was trained. He was actually trained by fucking in the Hart Dungeon. He was trained by Bruce Hart, Stu Hart, Davey Boy Smith, Scott D'Amore.
I thought you were gonna say Bruce Pritchard. I was gonna say no fucking way.
He was trained by Scott D'Amore, so there's that. But yeah.
Dude, my god.
So his ring names was J.P. Parsons, Johnny Devine, Havoc, and Brother Divine.
Oh my god.
So there you go. A little history on Johnny Devine.
So we had this triple threat where Billy Gunn towered over everybody because he's so fucking tall. And this match was the shortest fucking match on the show, by the way. Went 4 minutes, and all the match was them teaming up on Samoa Joe, trying to pin him, and they started fighting with each other. Billy Gunn gets fucking thrown out of the ring, and fucking Samoa Joe hits a muscle buster on Johnny Devine, 1, 2, 3. That was it. That was the whole match. So Samoa Joe moves on in the Turkey Bowl. Then we get another Kurt Angle family Thanksgiving segment. And this time, fucking, oh god, who even showed up? Oh god, my fucking brain. I know Eric Young showed up at some point.
Yeah, Eric Young showed up in this one, I remember.
Yeah, because he showed up, and Kurt Angle was like, oh, who the hell invited you, Eric? And fucking, he made Eric Young sit at the kiddie table with his daughter.
He also, I think it was Shark Boy, Jay Lethal, and SoCal Val. I believe that is the people who also showed up.
This is so cursed, dude. Fucking Jay Lethal didn't show up until after the next match, actually.
Yeah, that's right.
Because this is where AJ Styles left, because he was in the next match. And fucking this is where James Storm and Eric Young... Oh, actually, no, that's in the next one, I believe. So then we get the next Turkey Bowl match, which was AJ Styles versus Christian Cage versus fucking Black Machismo Jay Lethal. And so AJ comes out, Jay Lethal comes out. By the way, AJ's wearing no gloves, no wrist tape, no nothing. It looks fucking weird. And then
it looks disgusting.
We're sitting here waiting for Christian Cage to come out. He doesn't come out. And then so we just get this one-on-one with AJ Styles and Jay Lethal. And then after like a minute or two, here comes Christian Cage. They don't explain where he was or why he took so long, but he's here. And as soon as he gets there, AJ Styles fucking runs away and starts hiding like a pussy. I thought the joke. There's one shot of AJ Styles where he's on the stage in like the TNA like tunnel entrance, and he's hiding behind the tunnel entrance, and he keeps peeking his head out to see if Christian Cage is still there, like he's in fucking an episode of Scooby Doo or some shit. And then, excuse me, fuck. Oh, I gotta take a drink. Fuck.
Fucking all this fucking Thanksgiving dry ass turkey for fucking Kurt Angle's Thanksgiving is making Devon cough.
Bro, that turkey looked dry as fuck too. Like it looked like it was fucking like sat out for a while and it completely dried out.
It probably did, if we're being completely honest right now.
Well, fucking Awesome Kong was fucking slamming that shit down.
Well, we'll get to that.
But so what I was saying was it turned into a one-on-one with Jay Lethal and Christian Cage, and the match was all right, but it was just AJ Styles' antics were just so cartoonish, and like Christian Cage kept trying to confront him. And by the way, Christian Cage had his head shaved, so he looked like he was on meth in this. And fucking, he kept trying to like chase AJ Styles, and AJ Styles would run away like a cartoon character. It was so cursed. And then Christian Cage hits a fucking kill switch on Jay Lethal. And then out of nowhere, AJ Styles does a springboard crossbody and pins Jay Lethal when Christian Cage isn't looking. And AJ Styles wins, and Christian Cage gets pissed at him, so AJ Styles just fucking runs away from Christian Cage. And so AJ moves on to the fucking finals, and Christian Cage is pissed. So, because apparently, I guess, like, the team of fucking, like, Tomko and AJ, they were working with Christian, because Tomko and Christian were a thing at one point, and now AJ and Tomko are part of the fucking Angle Alliance. It's this whole fucking shit. It's so convoluted. So many fucking just weird factions and shit. Vince Russo did love his factions.
Yeah.
But, because don't forget about the greatest one, fucking just straight up sex. But,
I thought you were gonna say the Natural Born Thrillers.
I mean, that one's up there. So that's like a S tier Vince Russo faction right there, bro. You can't even deny that. Even you like the Natural Born Thrillers.
I wouldn't say I like the Natural Born Thrillers as more as I fucking tolerate the Natural Born Thrillers.
Okay, then how come there's parts of WCW reviews where even you were, or not the reviews, but when we were watching WCW where you were getting hyped for the Natural Born Thrillers then?
Because some of WCW is so bad that I have to fucking get hyped for the Natural Born Thrillers, okay? Alright? You understand
bro.
that
I don't care
now?
what you say. They're a goated faction. Shirtless, muscular men in jeans, bro. I guess that's all it took in the 90s, but fucking, or the early 2000s, but fucking, so the final match is set now. It's going to be AJ Styles versus Chris Sabin versus Samoa Joe. But before that, we get more of the Angle family Thanksgiving, and it's at this point where fucking James Storm and Eric Young start chugging alcohol to see who could chug it faster, and they were downing bottles of beer, bro. Like,
Yep.
they were chugging these bottles of beer, and they immediately started stumbling after they were done chugging. And then, for no reason, fucking Awesome Kong just shows up, and she just sits at the end of the table and starts eating these fucking fruits. And then Kurt Angle's just like, oh, we have real food down here if you want some.
Well, because it was fake fruit, Devon. It wasn't real fruit. It was fake fucking fruit.
Yeah.
And she was just eating it. And I was just like,
oh. Don't forget, also, fucking Black Rain and Relic showed up too. And Black Rain had a fucking pet rat that sat on top of his head like he's fucking Ratatouille. I don't know what the fuck was going on with that. And then there was like a point where fucking Jeremy Borash stands up, right? And this dude has a full-on erection. And Kurt Angle is like, oh, Jeremy Borash, is that a turkey baster in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? And he fucking actually had the turkey baster in his pants. It's like, why? Why would you do that? And he's just like, oh, my bad, Kurt, here you go. And then he starts putting the fucking shit in the turkey baster that was just touching Jeremy Borash's fucking dick. Bro, what the fuck?
So god awful.
He starts basting the turkey with it. Oh my god. So then we get fucking, before the main event, we get another match because they said, oh, the knockouts will be in action. And oh, they were for about 5 minutes. It was terrible.
Hey, it was longer than the fucking Joe match, so...
I know, that's concerning.
It was fucking awful, though. Like, it was actually dead-ass awful. Fucking, it was Velvet Sky, Angelina Love, and fucking ODB, because, of course, every time we watch TNA, ODB has always got to be there. Because they had a fucking hard-on for ODB. It is, like, I don't get the appeal, Devon. I don't understand the appeal of ODB. But nonetheless,
dirty bitch, apparently. I think that's what ODB stands for.
This is before the fucking beautiful people, I will say that. Yeah. Because fucking Angelina Love and Velvet Sky had separate generic ass fucking entrances. So that was something to see.
I wouldn't say Velvet Skies was generic, but
no, but I mean,
and you know that's my fucking problem with this fucking match, okay? Because fucking Velvet Sky shakes her ass in her entrance, rightfully fucking so. I'm not complaining about that. But tell me why, right? Like, they're fucking advertising Turning Point, and they're talking about how Awesome Kong is going to be facing Gail Kim for the Knockouts title, right? And then Mike Tenay and Don West are just talking about Velvet Sky's ass, and they're like simping for Velvet Sky. And then as soon as Angelina Love and ODB come out and the match starts, all they talk about for the entirety of this match is Awesome Kong and fucking Gail Kim. And they could not give two fucking shits about this match besides when Velvet Sky was shaking her ass, bro.
I mean, to be fair, did anybody else care about anything? Like, no. Did you care about the match?
The crowd was chanting for ODB.
I don't know why. I don't understand why. Like, I don't
know either. This whole match was just Angelina Love and Velvet Sky botching and slapping each other in the tits, and then ODB just drinking, and then Angelina Love gets thrown out of the ring, and then ODB fucking pounces on Velvet Sky and pins her 1, 2, 3, and it's just it. This is so shit. This is so bad. Like, even during this match, fucking, when they were botching it, everything just looked bad. Fucking, I even told Austin, I was like, man, women's wrestling has come so far since this. Like, what the fuck was this? Dude. And they were really hyping up Awesome Kong and Gail Kim. They were really, really hyping that up.
Well, to be fair, that was like their money feud at the time, besides Joe and Kurt. I mean...
Yeah. So, ODB wins, no one cares, pretty much. And that's all the knockouts we get on this show. this show. So then we get like 5 more Booker T advertisements, and then
We're not joking. There's like 5 in between the fucking this and like the next match.
Yeah, and then before we talk about the main event, I gotta talk about this because they sit here and talk about the Turning Point match card. Now, would you like me to tell you the Turning Point match card, Austin?
I mean, I saw it, but if you want to go ahead and tell the fans, the audience, and everything, this cursed ass fucking shit, go right ahead, man.
All right, hold on. I want to get the full match card. Oh, I know why that picture of fucking Abyss and Relic and Black Rain was on everything. Oh, it was the poster for the pay-per-view.
That was the poster.
Yes, it was the fucking poster.
That was the poster?
Yes. Oh.
I'm sorry, say that one more time. That was the poster.
Yes. That was the poster for TNA Turning Point 2007.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
Legit. It was a Christmas themed pay-per-view too, I think.
No.
Because it has a tagline. It says TNA Turning Point, Silent Night, Bloody Night. It was on December 2nd. Oh my god. That is... anyway, here's the match card. So we had a 6-man tag team tables match. Jay Lethal and the Motor City Machine Guns versus Team 3D and Johnny Devine. Then, for no reason, a tag team match of ODB and Roxy Laveau versus the Beautiful People.
Oh, so okay, so this is like right before.
Yeah.
They like directly right before. Okay.
I don't know why they did this, but singles match, James Storm versus Eric Young.
They were just getting drunk. Wait a minute. Why?
I don't know. Then fucking, we had the first ever Feast or Fired match, which was Petey Williams versus Elix Skipper versus Shark Boy versus Christopher Daniels versus Senshi versus Jimmy Rave versus Sanjay Dutt versus Chris Harris versus BG James versus Scott Steiner versus Homicide versus Lance Hoyt versus Kip James versus Hernandez. Then we had TNA Knockouts title match, Gail Kim versus Awesome Kong. Then we had the 10,000 Tax tag team match of Black Rain and Relic versus Abyss. Do you want to know who Abyss's partner was, Austin?
Who?
Raven.
Why?
I don't know. Because ECW, Austin. ECW, I don't know. Then we had a tag team match. Booker T and Kazarian versus Christian Cage and Robert Roode. Then the main event. Oh my fucking god. So, you know how it was supposed to be the Outsiders and Smojo versus AJ, Kurt Angle, and Tomko?
Yes.
Well, I think something must have happened with Scott Hall because he got replaced by Eric Young. It doesn't say what happened, but he got replaced by Eric Young.
Dude.
Eric Young was in 2 matches.
Dude.
By the way, fucking, like, some of these have match ratings. Fucking, the Booker T match got a 6 out of 10 match rating. The Knockouts title match has the highest rating with a 7. The fucking 10,000 tax match got a 4 out of 10. And all the other matches just said not enough votes for a rating. I'm curious what. Hold on. I want why did Scott Hall get replaced? Why did Scott Hall get replaced? Oh my god. So it says leading up to Turning Point 2007. Wait, there's multiple different reasons. Hold on. Wait.
Dude, just...
What the fuck? So wait, it says at TNA Turning Point 2007, Scott Hall was replaced on the card because he reportedly did not show up for the event due to issues related to alcohol abuse, claiming he was suffering from food poisoning, which led to TNA officials removing him from the match and replacing him with Eric Young. But it also says that fucking he simply just no-showed the event, which was considered a serious breach of conduct, and he had the excuse of food poisoning, but many believe that this was a cover for his struggles with alcohol and addiction. And the impact that it had, this incident further damaged Scott Hall's reputation and contributed to his tumultuous relationship with TNA. Oh my god. Wait, what is this? Wait, hold on. What the fuck? No, I want to see what the fuck. Okay, hold on a minute. No, I don't want to fucking. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. God damn, that's like 5 minutes. Okay, fucking. I'm not gonna. Apparently, Samoa Joe had like a 5-minute fucking pipe bomb about that match and about Scott Hall like no showing. I don't know if you want me to play it or not.
I don't know, because, I mean, we might actually sit there and watch it eventually, so I don't think...
Well, let me play a little bit of it. Oh, the pipe bomb was on the pay-per-view. It was on the
That's
fucking
why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying
no.
we'll probably already watch it because we've already talked about watching this pay-per-view now.
Oh yeah. Fucking it says Kevin Nash said in a recent shoot interview that the promo was indeed a shoot. He walked up to Joe after the show was done and asked him if it was a shoot and if those were really his words about how he felt about the situation, and he said yes. Jesus Christ. Bro. This turned into a fucking disaster. It turned into such a disaster. Like, what the fuck?
Like, dude.
Hold on. Did Scott Hall even have a fucking match? Because we're doing TNA 2010, and he still hasn't had a fucking match yet. Because he got replaced with fucking X-Pac in the one match he was supposed to be in. Hold on.
Oh, no.
Did he ever fucking actually wrestle in TNA?
I think he did.
Okay, yes, he did. He had like 10 matches in TNA, apparently. So, his first match, oh my god. We're not going to see Scott Hall wrestle until September 2010, Austin. I think. Wait, no, never mind. I read that wrong. It's fucking
I was about to say,
March
he was already
9th.
gone by then.
Yeah, March
He was
March
already
9th.
gone by then.
He fucking had a 5-minute challenge against Kevin Nash. Fucking, oh my god. Jesus Christ. Oh no, this one must have been in Missouri. They had a fucking steel cage, falls count anywhere, St. Louis street fight. No. His first match after TNA, after he left, his last TNA appearance was May 19th, 2010. He didn't wrestle again until 2016, and he wrestled at First Wrestling WrestlePalooza, and he lost to Chuck Taylor. I hope you know. So.
Can we just get to this fucking main event? I'm tired.
Well, I can't help it. I didn't know Scott Hall was gonna just sit here because they fucking were like, the fucking outsiders. They handpicked Samoa Joe as their partner. It's gonna be this big 6-man tag. It's gonna be this big main event and everything. And then fucking, I didn't know this motherfucker was gonna sit there and just no show the fucking event. Like, what the fuck? But, anyways, so fucking, we get another segment of this fucking Kurt Angle family Thanksgiving also, because the fucking Team 3D shows up, and fucking Kurt Angle's just like, oh, who invited you? And everybody gets up and leaves. And then fucking, they're like, oh, we got a letter in the mail that said to come here for a party and Thanksgiving dinner. And then Kurt Angle was like, oh, well, you guys could just eat what's left. And then Bubba Ray just starts eating a big ass turkey leg. And then fucking Kurt doesn't want him sitting at the table, so I should you not. The Dudleys go over to the kiddie table and they sit with Kurt Angle's daughter. And fucking, they're talking to her, and it's like fucking Bubba Ray like taps her on the shoulder, and he was like, so how are you doing, little girl? And fucking Kurt Angle's daughter is like, you guys suck. And then they fucking death stare Kurt Angle, and Kurt Angle dead ass throws his own daughter under the bus, and he's like, oh, that came from her, it wasn't me. Like, bro, what if the Dudleys put your fucking daughter through a table? Like, what the fuck, Kurt?
Kurt don't care. He probably put perks in her. He probably had her take perks.
Like, oh, and this whole Thanksgiving, fucking, like, I know we said whatever about fucking Tomko in the 2010 reviews, but my god, Tomko looked so fucking dead inside through this whole show. Like, he looked depressed. He looked like all he wanted to do was just fucking eat and go home. And he was just dealing with so much shit. And by the end of this show, he looked like he was just about to walk out, or he was about to legitimately hurt somebody. Like, that's what he looked like. He looked like he was getting so fed up with this shit. But so after that, we finally get the main event, which is AJ Styles versus Chris Sabin versus Samoa Joe. And you might be saying, oh, was this short? Was it bad? No, it wasn't. This was like 13 minutes, and it was actually a very, very good triple threat match. And it's because everybody in this fucking match is fucking super fucking talented, and fucking among all the fucking terrible shit that happened on this show, this was a very, very good match. I really enjoyed watching this. It was a great fucking triple threat. I like all three of these guys, and it's crazy that they all ended up in WWE. That's crazy to think about.
Yeah, that's true.
And so there was a lot of crazy spots. There was one spot where Samoa Joe went through a table. Chris Sabin was doing all kinds of fucking he kept doing tornado DDTs. AJ hit a Styles Clash at one point. Samoa Joe hit a muscle buster. They were going fucking crazy in this match, and the crowd was actually fucking chanting like fucking "This is wrestling" and all this shit. Like this was a very good triple threat, and then fucking Samoa Joe ended up winning because he pinned AJ Styles, and so the match ended, and we go back to fucking Kurt Angle, and he gets fucking infuriated, and he said, "Oh," like he stands up, full blown, dressed in a fucking pilgrim outfit. He looks ridiculous, and he said, "Oh, this I can't stand for this. I can't have somebody that I associate with." Like AJ Styles dressing up as a turkey. Do you understand how much of an embarrassment this is? And he's just like, come on, Tomko, we're going to the fucking arena. And he just leaves his fucking daughter there with the fucking Dudleys and the fucking drunk people and all this shit. And
Well, Karen was there. Karen
yeah,
was there.
and he just left Jeremy Borash there to probably fuck his wife while he's not there, because that's all Jeremy Borash wanted to do this whole time. And he was fucking fiending for Kurt Angle's wife, bro. And
Well,
fucking,
everybody was. I mean, we know how fucking how Karen turned out, and later.
yeah, and so fucking also, I forgot to mention the curse referees. The first match we had good old Slick Johnson that we've seen so many fucking times, and then the next match we had fucking Earl Hebner, who was probably only thinking about Velvet Sky's ass and wanting to get that BJ from Madison Rain. And then the other match was fucking, you said his name was Andrew Thomas?
Yes.
And then fucking, I don't even know who the other fucking refs were. It's just like, bro. And so we get this fucking segment where fucking Samoa Joe, he raises up the check for the 25 grand, and then he starts walking out of the arena. And then there's this whole, like, fucking segment where they're trying to get AJ Styles to put on this turkey suit, and he's just refusing to put it on. So much so that fucking, they're like, oh, well, we're gonna go to commercial break so we can show another Booker T advertisement, and when we come back, fucking Jim Cornette, TNA management, he's gonna come out and he's gonna make AJ Styles put on this fucking turkey costume. And so they come back from commercial, and fucking Jim Cornette is there, and he's just like, oh, ladies and gentlemen, you paid your hard-earned money to fucking see AJ Styles fucking dress up as a turkey, and you're gonna get your money's worth. And he's fucking saying, oh, AJ, you either fucking gobble yourself up and put the fucking turkey costume up, or put it on, or you're fired and shit. Fucking, and then AJ puts it on, and he puts on the turkey legs, and fucking Jim Cornette's like, he's like, no, that's not good enough. You can pull them up higher than that. Come on, AJ. You want to get fired? That's just what he kept saying. And then he put on the top, and fucking AJ looked ridiculous in the turkey costume, by the way. And he gets the full costume on, and he just looks fucking ridiculous. And fucking Mike Tenay was just getting so hyped, and he was like, oh, this is what everybody wanted to see. Oh, this is a great way to spend Thanksgiving, seeing AJ Styles in a fucking turkey suit. Oh, in my opinion, that's more value than the $25,000 check. It was just like, what the fuck? And fucking, then he was just like, oh, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching TNA Impact. We'll be back next week so you can see the debut of fucking Booker T. And all of a sudden, here comes fucking Pilgrim Kurt Angle and fucking depressed Tyson Tomko, who's dressed in a fucking black wife beater with fucking jeans, looking like he just came out of Fast and the Furious. And fucking, they come down to the ring, and Kurt Angle, like, gets in the ring, and he's just like, oh, AJ, do you understand how embarrassing this is and how humiliating this is? And I can't associate with someone who's dressed up like a turkey. And he's like, look at you. I mean, you look ridiculous. And then and then AJ grabs the mic. And he's like, what? He's like, oh yeah? Well, what about you, Kurt? I mean, you look like some kind of like, a pilgrim. He fucking yells into the mic. like he didn't even know what a fucking pilgrim was. He's just like, oh, a pilgrim. And Kurt Angle's just so confused. He's like, oh, well, AJ, a pilgrim is better than being a turkey. And I'm just like, what are we fucking doing? They're fucking arguing about what is more embarrassing, being dressed up as a turkey or being dressed up as a fucking pilgrim. And fucking, they're sitting there arguing, and Tom Cruise looks like he wants to fucking put a gun in his fucking mouth and off himself. He's like, what the fuck are we doing?
The worst part about this is we reviewed the fucking episode that was a month later, and AJ had to put on a reindeer costume, dog.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck did AJ do?
Wait, wasn't that also the one where Kurt Angle dressed up as Santa Claus too?
Yes! Yes!
Oh my
Yes! And Eric Young was an elf!
Oh yeah, speaking of Eric Young, he comes out because fucking Samoa Joe and Kevin Nash and Scott Hall come out, and they're just laughing at these fucking dumbasses standing here arguing about what's more embarrassing, being a turkey or a pilgrim. And then fucking Samoa Joe's just like, this is where I'm sitting here thinking, okay, this has to be a shoot. And with what happened at that turning point, like, this definitely had to be a shoot, because Samoa Joe just sits there and is like, oh, well, we're out here for some serious business because fucking evidently Kurt Angle Comedy Hour has completely flopped and you guys are idiots. It seemed like a fucking shoot to me. And then fucking they're sitting there laughing, and then Kurt is just like, what? And he's like saying, oh, you guys look fucking stupid or whatever. And Kurt Angle grabs the microphone and he says, oh yeah? Well, you know what, Samoa Joe? I'd rather be stupid than be Samoan. And then they start laughing. And Samoa Joe's just like, what? And then oh my brain, dude. Who fucking wrote this shit?
You know who wrote this, Devon. Don't ask. Don't ask who wrote this, because you know damn well who did. You know damn well who did.
Yeah, maybe it was fucking some kind of pilgrim. Like, legit, that's how he said it, bro. And so this segment is a whole disaster, and then Samoa Joe is just like, oh, we're not gonna wait till turning point. So they get in the ring. Kevin Nash can barely fucking walk, and Scott Hall looks like he's drugged the fuck out, and Samoa Joe looks like he's pissed at the fucking company, and he's pissed at Vince Russo, and he's gonna be pissed at Scott Hall once he gets to the fucking pay-per-view. And then fucking they get in the ring, and they start fucking brawling, and fucking Kevin Nash is sitting here beating up AJ Styles in the turkey suit, and Kevin Nash keeps stumbling because he can barely stand, and then they fucking sit there and clear the ring of AJ Styles and Tonko, and Tonko fucking, like, he got knocked out of the ring, but honestly, he probably fucking, I don't know about AJ, but he certainly didn't get back in the ring because he probably went the fuck home. And fucking, so then it's Kurt Angle in the ring by himself, dressed as a pilgrim, and fucking then all of a sudden Eric Young comes out with a fucking giant ass turkey leg that he's eating, and fucking Scott Hall and Kevin Nash grab Kurt Angle, and then Samoa Joe's just like, oh, Eric, shove it into him. So he just jams this big ass turkey leg into Kurt Angle's mouth, and then they just let Kurt Angle fall to the fucking mat, and he just lays there with the turkey leg in his mouth, and then that's how it ends. And they just fucking walk away, and Kurt Angle's just laying there. And they're just like, oh, happy Thanksgiving, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you next week for Impact. And I shit you not, they show a whole fucking highlight package of this fucking show. And then these motherfuckers have the audacity to show one final Booker T advertisement after the show is over.
You show another Booker T advertisement.
After they fucking show the main event, and they say, thank you for watching, and they show a highlight video, and they show the fucking credits, they're just like, oh, why is Booker T in TNA? Like, bro. Fucking Jesus Christ. At this point, I question why anybody was in TNA, because it just seemed like everybody was pissed, everybody was shooting, and no one knew what the hell was going on. We're sitting here arguing about pilgrims and turkeys and fucking throwing your own children under the fucking bus and fucking getting fucking drunk off your fucking ass and starting a fucking food fight. What the fuck, dude?
This is a fucking. This is fucking. Oh my god, dude!
Like legit, I want to play this AJ Styles clip. I'm going back to the episode, so you people can fucking hear this. Like legitimately, that's how Pilgrim. He fucking like voice cracks when he says it. Hold on, I gotta go back to. Of course, I'm getting an ad. Fuck you. Hold on, I gotta fucking find it.
Oh god!
Now I'm getting a fucking ad for Fall Guys. Wonderful. Fuck you. I'm trying to find. Oh, there it is. There it is. Can you hear it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you don't look like an Olympic gold medalist to me. You look like a pilgrim.
A pilgrim. Like, this is just sitting there arguing about, bro. Like, what the fuck? Yo, you look like a pilgrim. I seriously wonder, when it comes to him dressing up in this fucking turkey suit and him dressing up in the fucking reindeer suit, like, honestly, does AJ Styles, like, does he look back fondly on his TNA run? Or does he sit there and remember this fucking shit and the goddamn Dixie Carter shit and the fucking Claire Lynch fucking cum shirt shit? Like, what the... And don't forget that one fucking... Oh, what the fuck was that fucking random-ass gimmick that he had in that one review that we did? I don't even remember. Oh, it was... fuck. He had,
was it the Ric Flair one?
Yeah, the Ric Flair one. Whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah, that goes on for a while. He becomes the new fucking Ric Flair. But the thing is, he's the most Christian man that any Christian man could be. So there's no way in hell that AJ Styles would be the next Ric Flair.
I feel sorry for anyone that would do like a career retrospective on AJ Styles. Oh my god. Because you'd have to start back in WCW, and you would have to watch WWA and XWF, mind you. Fucking... Then you'd have to watch this shit. Not to mention all the other shit he's done in TNA that we probably even haven't seen or heard of yet. Who knows what other fuck shit he did in TNA. Like, oh my god. Like, and people want to sit there and say, oh, the fucking beat up John Cena stuff was bad, and the Y2AJ stuff was bad, and the fucking all this shit. No, you have not seen the Turkey Bowl. You've not seen the reindeer suit.
See, the worst part is every day, we find something worse about Kurt Angle. Like, it doesn't end. It doesn't end with this man.
And then there's something I'm afraid of that's ungodly, because there's one point in this fucking absolute fucking disaster of a company where somehow, some way, I want to know how, but at the same time I'm terrified of Kurt Angle winning like every single fucking championship at one time. What the fuck? And I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, I think he had a match. It might not be too long after this, because it was in a feud with Samoa Joe, if I remember correctly, where he was having a feud where fucking he was defending every single championship against Samoa Joe. Like, what the... Oh my god, bro. Vince Russo, dog. But he calls himself the greatest writer in the history of the business. Oh. Bro, he's the reason why so many people fucking left TNA. Bro, oh my god. But yeah, that was the Turkey Bowl episode of TNA. The first annual, I should say. And that was the Angle family Thanksgiving. Because it's just like why? Why are so many of these TNA episodes just something to do with Kurt Angle? It like, does the fucking A in TNA stand for Angle at this point? Like,
total nonstop Angle.
That's what it fucking feels like every time we watch this shit. He's always doing something. He's always the main focal point of the fucking show. Like, Jesus Christ. This man's hosting Thanksgiving. He's showing up to Christmas parties. He's fucking dressing as a pilgrim. He's dressing as Santa. He put fucking Santa in an ankle lock. Like, what the fuck? He won every single fucking title. He fucking goddamn sat there and fucking went around the whole show in a fucking Speedo, beating people up. Like, dude. Oh my god. It's just like, every time we watch old TNA, it's just like, I want to sit there and be like, man, this is when TNA was goated. This was the golden years. This is what everybody looks back fondly on. And then we watch this shit, and I'm just like, what the fuck are people looking back on, dog? Oh my god.
The only thing I look back on fondly was Velvet Sky's ass.
Like, the only things from this show that I would even recommend anybody to watch is fucking Velvet Sky's ass and the fucking main event triple threat.
Yeah, the main event.
That is like the only thing where I watched that match and I was like, this is classic TNA. That was the only thing on this show that I was like, yeah, this is the TNA I fucking remember. The rest of this shit,
you're telling me,
like, what
you're
the
telling
fuck,
me Killer spelled backwards wasn't enough for you, Devon? Is that what you're telling me?
Fucking... Bro, the fact...
Because you know what?
The fucking fact that is one of the biggest matches on the pay-per-view, and they were just in the Thanksgiving segment, and they had one brawl segment, and that was it.
Hey, I'm thankful for Relic, alright? Because that's Killer spelled backwards.
I don't know what to be thankful for anymore, dude.
I wasn't thankful for this episode, dude. This is bad.
Well, it's like Kurt Angle said, Austin. This is the time to be thankful, not the time to fucking argue. Fucking, you know, it's hard to argue with someone when they're you know, dressed up as a pilgrim.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, fuck. But Jesus fucking Christ, dude, it's goddamn fucking about to be 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm tired. I have to fucking work tomorrow. I'm just done, bro. I'm just done right now. Fucking. Oh my god. Fucking happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Like, fuck me, dude. This is bad. And the thing is, too, is there's more turkey bowls. There's like 5. So, and one of them fucking Disco Inferno won in 2018. And I think one of them fucking Alex Shelley won. Or not, well, not one, but like, put on the turkey suit. I mean,
I saw one when I was looking for the AJ Styles turkey. Apparently, Grado dressed up as.
not Grado. I remember Grado.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude. I remember watching a little bit of Impact at that time that he was there too. I remember watching him on TV. But yeah, that was the Angle family Thanksgiving / first annual Turkey Bowl. Are we gonna make this a fucking annual thing now? Reviewing every fucking Turkey Bowl, bro?
If
like,
you really want to, I mean, I don't know if we have to though.
I thought something like TNA Gut Check was bad. I thought something like Feast or Fired was bad. I thought shit like that was, bro, what the fuck is this? It's Vince Russo, that's what it is. Like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for watching this Thanksgiving review. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Fucking be thankful. You know what you could be thankful for? Be thankful that you didn't have to watch this shit and you just have to listen to us talk about it. That's what you can be thankful for.
Yeah.
Unless you want to go out of your way to watch this, I wouldn't recommend it. But, yeah. Fucking, that being said, is there anything else you want to say before we fucking end this?
Fucking Velvet Sky, my DMs are open.
No, fucking, maybe you could DM Austin and get into an argument with him about fucking how fucking being a pilgrim is the same as being dressed up in a turkey costume. Oh my god, bro. Jesus fucking Christ. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. We'll fucking goddamn see you for all the other shit coming out on the channel. And we'll be back for another special because we are doing a Christmas special, so stay tuned for that.
Might be doing 2. Who knows?
Yeah. We'll see how that goes. But until then, fucking happy Thanksgiving.